Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Coach U Show, where we interview amazing entrepreneurs about what they're doing. Sam McLeod and I just took some methylene blue, and we've got blue mouth, so we have blue focus, and this is going to be an amazing podcast. If you're an entrepreneur, especially if you're a returning missionary, and you want to figure out what your why is and how do you leverage that into a career, especially using AI and starting different businesses, then you're going to want to hear what Sam McLeod has to say. Sam, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah?
This will be awesome. Glad we got some focus in us.
Yeah. It's like Pac-Man swallowing the power pellet for the next hour or so. We get that focus.
Yeah, that's right. It's pretty sweet.
Now, you are a returning missionary,
Mm-hmm.
so you know a lot about knocking on doors, and then you sold pest control, and you were successful doing that.
Yeah, I did.
What were the commonalities there?
Some of the biggest commonalities was, number one is rejection. You face a ton of rejection, both as a missionary because people don't want to listen to you because you look like the Jehovah's Witnesses. And the other one with pest control is people just don't want to be sold and people don't want you on their doorstep. So those are the two biggest commonalities, or the main biggest one. The other one is social techniques, like being able to understand what people are actually saying, what they're not saying, body language, social cues, moving people, a lot of stuff with, you could say sales psychology. They're really related to missionary work and just social interaction, soft skills. Those are the biggest things.
Yeah. So for those of our friends who are not LDS, what do they need to know about being good at selling and door knocking? Because people like me are scared to death of doing something like that.
The biggest thing is obviously, number one is you have to be yourself. You have to be approachable, likable, and make it so, there's a big thing with selling in that you obviously want them to buy your product, but there's something called selling with indifference. And what that means is you have no vested interest in them buying your product. All that you care about is if it's a good fit for them. And so if you go into a sale with the idea that you don't care if they buy your product or not, you're going to be more likely to sell it because you don't know if it's a good fit for them or not.
Kind of like reverse psychology.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now you're telling me with pest control, because I didn't know kind of how the mechanic works on commissions, if that initial fee was less than $200, then you would have to pay the pest control company to enroll grandma.
Yeah, that's how it was for me. That's how it was for the company I worked for, and that was because if the contract value is too low, the company wouldn't make enough money, and they'd be like losing money on the contract. And so that's what I had to do is you had to pay a stint. It was just $25. It wasn't that big, but it was enough that you didn't want to do it. You didn't want to drop it below $200. But yeah, that's how it worked.
And now the hot thing is AI and vibe coding. And you've shown me a lot of these cool tools that you're using, so I'm learning from him. How did you make that pivot?
I met a friend after I returned from my mission, I met a friend at a pancake party, and then we ended up having a business class together. And he had this idea to make a website that helps college students learn differently. It's an AI platform for test taking instead of just taking multiple choice exams. So he had this idea, and he found this website called Cursor. And Cursor is an AI coding website, and you give it prompts, and it'll make stuff for you. And then when I was knocking doors selling pest control, I met a programmer who introduced me to a website called Bolt. And Bolt does the same thing, but it's just a lot faster. So we just explored with that. We made one that is for test taking, we made one that helps college students find housing near the universities. We're working on one that helps startups get linked with investors so they can start gaining capital. And honestly, it was just ideas. We would just give these platforms our ideas, and then we'd see what it would come up with. We'd manipulate them, and then what one works best, try it, and we've kind of moved forward from there. And so, the main ones are Bolt is one, Cursor is one, there's Lovable is another one.
Windsurf. Tons of them.
Yeah, ChatGPT will do it for you too. GitHub,
Yeah. And you built one for me too.
I did. Yes, we're working on it right now.
So how did that work? So help people understand, because most people, they don't even know what vibe coding is or how you turn an idea into code, or the idea of you talking to the AI to build something sounds very science fiction.
Yeah, so I guess in your case, you want one that helps you track how many podcasts you've been on. And you can do this for anybody. For Joe Rogan, we could do it for my friend Luke, you can do it for anybody, so they could track what podcasts they've been on so they can help build their social brand, et cetera, et cetera. So all I did is I clicked record and I told it what I wanted. Said, hey, make me a website that helps me track the podcasts that I've been on. What ones have been newest, what ones have the most views, and a bunch of other analytics, so that I can build my social brand better and help people find my content. I just spoke that into the platform. It made it for me, and then from there you just refine the website. You refine the pieces on it. It's kind of like building like Lego blocks. You put them together, take them off, and then you link that with the place, a website that will deploy it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. It's pretty simple. You just tell what you want.
That's incredible. So let's say we fast forward in 3 years from now. What is Sam doing? What's going on in his life?
I don't know. That's a good question. So I'm studying at BYU, Idaho. I study exercise physiology. I have a minor in finance, which is pretty fun. They're super unrelated, but it's really fun. Exercise phys is cool because we all have a body and we want to be the best we can. So that's kind of why I study that. But I have this skill. Anything that's systems based, I'm pretty good at. And so kind of my hope is to combine the two, human performance and systems based technology. And so we'll see where that takes me.
So with your dad being a chiropractor, how has that affected you?
Well, my dad's been a big leader for me. Not only has he taught me a lot about the human body and helped me learn that way, but a huge impact on my decision making, ethics. I mean, he's the man I look up to for everything in my life. He's such a good leader, kindest person. He's amazing. I don't know what else I could say about him. And so the role he's played is helping me see the impact you can have on people, because his career is really based on impacting people and actually making a physical change to their life, because their body can't function properly. If they're herniated disc or whatever, they're in extreme pain.
Health is wealth.
Yeah.
You know the brand ASICS?
Yeah.
You know what that stands for?
No, I don't.
It's Latin. Animo sane and corpore sano, which means a sound mind and a sound body.
Oh.
So if your body's not healthy, it doesn't matter how well your business is doing. And all of, like, if relationships aren't good, then it doesn't matter how much money you're making. So you've got to be able to balance, you know, your professional life, your spiritual life, your health, all of these things, they go together.
Yeah, ASICS is a great brand. I love their shoes. Make really good running shoes, really good tennis shoes. They're awesome.
Yeah, the original Onitsuka Tiger, which is actually how Nike got started. Did you know that?
Yeah. Selling out of the back of the car, Phil Knight.
Yeah.
The track shoes, yeah.
They put the Nike swoosh on top of ASICS shoes. But it's so interesting how when we've got successful entrepreneurs that we're hanging out with that already have most things going on well, then the thing they really focus on is health.
One of the biggest things too is I have no plan. I'm just going off ideas. But the biggest thing is taking it from just an idea, because anyone can have an idea, to making it actionable and making it real. And it's not that hard. That's what I've realized is we have so many resources now to make these things real. And it's really easy to do. Like it takes maybe 30 minutes to make a website now. And if you take time to refine it, a couple hours, but it's not hard.
Well, easy for you to say. But for the young adults that are watching, they might say, well, I'm not like Sam because I just came out of my mission, or I graduated high school and I don't know what I want to do. I don't feel like I should be going to college. How do I get started? What is my first step?
I'm going to go somewhere else with that.
Okay.
So I've actually changed my major 3 times. So I was first exercise physiology, then I changed to psychology, then I went just finance, and then actually before I changed it back to exercise physiology. So you don't even have to have a plan. Just think about what are you really good at, like above other people. What do you like? Because if you're not interested in it, then it's going to have no impact on your life and you're not going to be motivated. And then how can you obviously impact people with those? So if you can combine all of those, roll forward with that. That's kind of what I would say. And
That's the Japanese ikigai concept, but there's many different formats of that. Where do you think you will make the biggest dent on the planet? If we were to, look 10 years, 20 years into the future.
That's a really good question. I hope the biggest impact I have is on people who want to make a change, because there's a lot of people out there that we want to help, but not everybody wants help. And so I want to impact people who obviously want to change their lives. And because I have an interest in human performance, I think that's one way I'd really like to do it, is in helping them launch their human performance forward, improve their life. Because I mean, if you think about debt, the biggest debt that people face is medical bills. And so if people have healthier bodies, they function better, that's one way I'd really like to impact people's lives.
Yeah, your body's a temple. And the fact that you're a competitive tennis player and an excellent runner, what linkages are there with your professional life or business-wise? I feel like people who have excellence try to have excellence everywhere.
100%. Yeah, it goes across the board. I mean, I've played against BYU tennis players and they whoop me. Like, they're unbelievably good.
Will you have a 120-mile-per-hour serve?
No,
or you
I
can
don't.
return one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I maybe run 100. I don't know. I haven't actually tracked it. That's just what I guess.
Okay.
But I'm an upper level average tennis player. I like to play a lot, try to play almost every day. But yeah, excellence across the board. Like I want to improve my tennis game, my running. I want to improve the way I think, or my classes, relationships, whatever it is. But I agree, excellence across the board is going to be something to be monumental for your life, not just in one area.
If we were to fast forward to the end of your life and people were giving a eulogy talking about the impact that Sam made on their lives, what would people be saying?
I hope that I made them happy. If you can make people happy and bring them joy, I think that's one of the biggest impacts you can have, because you can make people money and you can help people launch their personal brand and things like that. But if you're not, if you're not happy doing it, then you're not going to feel fulfilled. But if you're happy and you have joy in your life, then you feel fulfilled. And that's what I hope to, is impact people's lives, bring them joy.
What things give you joy and happiness?
The biggest one, obviously, is the gospel for me. Being a return missionary, having a belief in Jesus Christ and Heavenly Father, that's the number one. Second for me is definitely my family. I mean, I love my family members. They're all super unique, but we all fit together really well. I'd say my fiance is one.
Yeah.
And
congrats, getting married in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, super excited for that. And then another one I'd say is anything related to creation, innovation, and human performance. Those are kind of the three things I really love. And so if it's related to that in any way, it makes me happy.
Yeah, everything you have is in parallel. That's fantastic, Sam. What question do you wish people would ask you?
How can I help? I don't know.
See, that's a question you should be able to answer as well. Everyone should be able to answer that question.
Yeah, I feel like, it sounds like I have a lot of things together in life, and I like to think I do, but I also need a lot of help, and I'm not perfect at anything. I'm still learning. That's why I'm here with Dennis. Dennis has taught me a ton over this weekend, and Dennis has helped me lots. And so...
Well, you're helping me. We have a nice trade going on.
Great. I'll have to get back to you on what question I want people to ask me. That's a really good question, though.
I'll give you my favorite networking tip. Whenever you're in a high-level room, before you go, a lot of people, they're just like, oh, I'm going to go to this exotic place. It's going to be fun. There's all these fun things to do, and that's awesome. It's like a vacation. But if you want to grow your business and purposefully grow your brand and grow yourself, come prepared with what are 3 things that you can give to other people there. And then come with what are 3 things that you need. So when people say, what can I do for you? You can say, well, here's 3 things.
Right.
And usually when you're in a group, everyone gets a chance to introduce themselves. And that's your opportunity to say, this is what I can do, and this is how I can give, and this is what I'm looking for.
Okay, I'm going to think about that. I'll make some notes on it.
Yeah, and I'll ask you later.
Okay,
we'll
great.
make a 1-minute video about that.
Great.
Awesome. Well, anything else people should know about you?
If you want any help, or if you want to collaborate on anything, reach out to me on socials. I'm on Instagram. My handle is Amazing Life of Sam, and that's the main one I use. So just reach out to me on that, or connect on LinkedIn.
Amen. And soon, when you Google his name, you'll see a knowledge panel pop up.
That's right. We're getting it ready.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. If you enjoyed this, give Sam or me a follow, like, share, and follow, and stay tuned for the next episode of The Coach U Show.